First step of this recipe for the curried French lentils is to just put 6 cups of water and 1 cup of French lentils into a soup pot and bring them to a boil. Once they come to a boil, turn it down to like a medium-low and just simmer them uncovered for about, what do I say there, 20 minutes. And these are the lentils that I've used, French green lentils. If you don't have French green lentils, you can use another kind of lentil, but these are really perfect for this dish, I think. And on the back, this is what it says about French green lentils if you've never heard of them before. Considered a gourmet lentil in Europe, distinctive color, smooth texture, slight peppery flavor, holds its body well after cooking, excellent for soups and cold salads. So check those out. If you can't find these, you could use the standard brown green lentils, but do try to find these, and you can always order them online. They're kind of hit and miss in the grocery stores. I don't know why. Oh, this is boiling like crazy. So this is a really easy dish. It's just a one-pot dish. These have been simmering for about 20 minutes. Now we're just going to add all the other stuff to it, and then we're going to let it cook so the veggies here can soften, and then it's done. It's so easy. All right, so I'm just going to refer to my recipe so I give you the right measurements here. 6 cups water, 1 cup dry uncooked French lentils that have been cooking for 20 minutes. Now we're going to add 1 onion. I used a yellow onion. You could use a white onion if you want. If you know me, you know I'm really into substituting if you need to, if you want to. You could even use a red onion. But this is 1 medium yellow onion, chopped. If you don't like chopping things, you can always buy pre-chopped veggies in the produce section at the grocery store. All right, then the next thing is we're going to add 1 medium yam, which is about 1.5 cups. So here's that. This is also 2 ribs of celery, and what did I say? There are 2 cups, I believe, of small-ish cauliflower florets. And I have peeled, this is uncooked, peeled yam, and I'll talk about that in a sec. I just want to get all these in there. And if you didn't have cauliflower, you could use broccoli. But cauliflower goes really nice with this kind of Indian flair, Indian dish. Okay. This is the yam that I use, so it's dark on the outside, orange on the inside. If you wanted to use like a Hannah yam, like this one that has a pale flesh on the inside. Right, let me cut the end off that one so you can see. So that one's white inside. You could use that too, or a Japanese yam. And of course, you could also just use a white potato too. But I think the sweetness just goes perfectly with this, with the lentils and the curry, and yummy. All right. So we're going to add in 1 can of diced tomatoes, including the juice, so you don't need to drain those. This is what I'm using today, the Muir Glen no salt added diced tomatoes. If you don't like using things from a can, you can certainly get crushed or diced tomatoes in jars or those boxes. Oh, see how good that's looking already? So now we are going to add some dried herbs and spices. So 1 teaspoon, I'm just double checking. Well, let's go in order. 1 tablespoon curry powder. Oh, this is so yummy. And let me go ahead and add all these, and then I'll talk about them. We're going to do 2 teaspoons dried Italian seasoning, and then 1 teaspoon of granulated onion, and 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic. Okay. I do tend to use dried herbs and spices in soups and stews. I think they just give a deeper, more punchy flavor than like fresh garlic. But if you really want to use fresh garlic, you certainly could. So let me mix these in. Okay. Now, if you are a person that likes a different kind of spice and you think, oh, this would be really good in there, or something like red pepper flakes, or you like things hot and spicy, go ahead and add whatever floats your boat. And okay, so we have everything in there except for the last ingredient, which is some Swiss chard, and we're going to add this in more toward the end so it doesn't get overcooked. So we will come back to that a little bit later. So doesn't that look good already? Now, I don't know if any of you are thinking like, ooh, mushrooms might go good in this. Yeah, add some mushrooms if you want. All right. So that is it. Pretty easy. So there is the final soup. Isn't that pretty? Aren't those colors great?